Hey there, fellow romance and erotica enthusiasts. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm John Poe, the author of several short romance erotica stories. I'm thrilled to have you join us today. To all my returning viewers, welcome back. Your support means the world to me. Before we dive into today's fascinating topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts and share it with your friends who love exploring the depths of romance and erotica. And don't forget to check out my ebook on Amazon Kindle. I've put the link in the description just for you. In today's video, we're going to explore the tantalizing world of taboo relationships in erotic literature. From age gap romances to polyamorous arrangements, we'll delve into how these unconventional relationships challenge societal norms and provide a rich ground for examining love, desire, and societal expectations. Whether you're a writer looking for inspiration or a reader intrigued by the complexities of human connection, this video will offer you fresh perspectives and deeper insights into the dynamics of taboo relationships. So, grab a cozy seat and let's embark on this captivating journey together. Erotic literature has long been a medium that allows writers and readers to explore the deepest corners of human sexuality, desire, and fantasy. Within this genre, pushing boundaries and exploring taboos can create stories that are not only titillating, but also profound and thought-provoking. In this video, we will delve into the significance of exploring taboos in erotic literature, discuss how to approach these themes respectfully and creatively, and provide tips, tricks, practical exercises, and examples to help you craft compelling and boundary-pushing erotic stories. Taboos in erotic literature refer to subjects or themes that are often considered forbidden, controversial, or socially unacceptable. These can include a wide range of topics such as power dynamics, non-normative sexualities, kinks, and fetishes. The exploration of taboos serves several important functions. By delving into these often unspoken or marginalized aspects of human desire, erotic literature opens up a space for readers to confront and question societal norms and personal beliefs. This genre acts as a mirror, reflecting back the hidden and sometimes uncomfortable truths about human nature and sexuality. Through the safe and consensual exploration of taboo topics, readers can experience a sense of liberation and validation for their own desires, which might otherwise be repressed or stigmatized. Additionally, the depiction of taboos in literature can foster empathy and understanding as readers gain insight into experiences and perspectives that differ from their own. By challenging the boundaries of what is considered acceptable, erotic literature pushes the envelope of creative expression, allowing for richer, more diverse storytelling that captures the full spectrum of human sexuality. Taboos challenge societal norms and encourage readers to question their own beliefs and prejudices. By presenting controversial themes, writers can spark meaningful conversations about sexuality, consent, and human relationships. These narratives push the boundaries of what is typically explored in mainstream literature, inviting readers to step outside their comfort zones and consider viewpoints and experiences that they may have never encountered before. This engagement with taboo subjects can lead to greater empathy and a deeper understanding of the complexities of human desire and intimacy. Furthermore, addressing taboos can illuminate the often unspoken or hidden aspects of our lives, bringing to light the diverse ways in which people experience and express their sexuality. By doing so, writers not only entertain, but also educate, challenging readers to reflect on their values and the societal constructs that shape their attitudes towards sex and relationships. This process of questioning and reflection can be transformative, fostering personal growth and societal progress by breaking down prejudices and encouraging more open, honest discussions about human sexuality. Taboos evoke strong emotions in readers, ranging from arousal to discomfort, curiosity to introspection. This emotional intensity can make stories more memorable and impactful. When readers encounter taboo subjects, they often experience a visceral reaction that lingers long after they've finished reading. These strong emotions can lead to a deeper engagement with the text as readers grapple with their own responses and the themes presented. The tension created by taboo topics can heighten the drama and stakes within a story, making the narrative more compelling and the characters' journeys more riveting. Additionally, the exploration of taboos can serve as a catalyst for personal reflection, prompting readers to examine their own boundaries, desires, and societal conditioning. This introspective process can be both challenging and enlightening, providing readers with new insights into their own identities and the world around them. By pushing readers out of their comfort zones, stories that explore taboos have the potential to foster growth, empathy, and a greater appreciation for the complexity of human experience. The lingering impact of such stories ensures that they remain in readers' minds, prompting ongoing reflection and discussion long after the final page is turned. By exploring taboos, writers and readers alike can expand their understanding of human sexuality, recognizing the diversity of desires and experiences that exist beyond mainstream narratives. This exploration allows for a broader and more inclusive representation of human experiences, highlighting the uniqueness and complexity of individual desires. It encourages a break from conventional portrayals of sexuality, challenging the notion that there is a single, normal way to experience desire and intimacy. As writers delve into these less commonly discussed themes, they can bring to light the rich tapestry of sexual expression that often remains hidden or misunderstood. Readers, in turn, gain the opportunity to encounter perspectives and experiences vastly different from their own, fostering empathy and reducing stigma associated with certain desires or practices. This can lead to a more accepting and open-minded approach to sexuality in general, promoting a culture of understanding and respect for diverse sexual identities and preferences. Furthermore, exploring taboos in literature can also serve as a form of validation for individuals whose desires and experiences fall outside societal norms. Seeing their realities reflected in the stories they read can provide a sense of belonging and affirmation, helping to normalize what might otherwise be seen as unconventional. This expanded understanding and acceptance can contribute to more honest and open conversations about sexuality in the broader cultural context, ultimately leading to a more inclusive and empathetic society. While exploring taboos can be exciting and liberating, it is crucial to approach these themes with sensitivity and respect. Here are some guidelines to help you navigate this delicate terrain. Understanding the complexities of the taboo you are exploring is essential. This process involves more than just a surface-level engagement with the topic. It requires a deep dive into the various dimensions that make up the taboo. Read widely across different genres, perspectives, and sources to gather a comprehensive understanding. Look for academic articles, personal narratives, historical accounts, and contemporary discussions to form a well-rounded view of the subject. Consult experts who have dedicated their careers to studying the particular taboo. These could be academics, psychologists, sociologists, or activists who have a profound understanding of the intricacies involved. Their insights can provide valuable context and depth, ensuring that your portrayal is not only accurate, but also sensitive and informed. Engage with communities that are directly impacted by or knowledgeable about the taboo. This interaction can offer firsthand perspectives that enrich your narrative and help avoid common pitfalls and stereotypes. Participating in forums, attending relevant events, and having open dialogues with individuals from these communities can greatly enhance your understanding. This will not only help you portray the theme accurately, but also respectfully, acknowledging the lived experiences and emotions tied to the taboo. The goal is to write with empathy and authenticity, which can only be achieved through thorough research and genuine engagement. By committing to this level of understanding, you can create stories that resonate with readers on a deeper level, breaking down prejudices and fostering a more nuanced conversation around the taboo. This approach ensures that your work contributes positively to the discourse, offering thoughtful and respectful representations that challenge and expand societal views on human sexuality. In erotic literature, consent is paramount. This foundational principle is crucial not only for the integrity of your story, but also for the emotional and psychological safety of your readers. Consent should be explicit, enthusiastic, and ongoing, ensuring that all parties involved are fully aware and agreeable to the activities they are participating in. This involves clear communication between characters, where boundaries and desires are openly discussed and respected. Ensure that your characters engage in consensual activities by explicitly depicting their agreement and mutual understanding. Highlight the importance of verbal and nonverbal cues that indicate consent, and show characters checking in with each other to reaffirm their willingness to continue. This not only adds depth to your characters, but also models healthy, respectful interactions for your readers. Respecting boundaries is equally important. Characters should be depicted as honoring each other's limits, with any hesitation or refusal being immediately acknowledged and respected. This helps to create a safe and positive narrative space, reinforcing the idea that true intimacy and pleasure stem from mutual respect and understanding. Depictions of non-consensual acts can be triggering and should be handled with extreme care. If you choose to include such elements in your story, it is crucial to approach them with sensitivity and responsibility. Clearly distinguish between consensual and non-consensual scenarios, and provide context that condemns and critiques non-consensual behavior. Consider including content warnings to prepare readers for difficult subject matter, and provide resources or references for those who may be affected by the content. Additionally, non-consensual acts should never be romanticized or portrayed as desirable. They should be depicted with the gravity they deserve, highlighting the harm and trauma they cause. By doing so, you can ensure that your work contributes to a broader conversation about consent, emphasizing its importance in all sexual interactions. By prioritizing consent and handling sensitive topics with care, you can create erotic literature that is not only titillating, but also respectful and responsible. This approach will help you build trust with your readers and provide them with stories that are both engaging and ethically sound. Taboos often come with their own set of stereotypes and misconceptions. These preconceived notions can oversimplify or misrepresent the complexities of human behavior and desire. As a writer, it is your responsibility to dig deeper and move beyond these superficial portrayals. Strive to present nuanced and multidimensional characters who challenge these stereotypes. Begin by understanding the root of these stereotypes and the harm they can cause. Research the historical and cultural contexts that have shaped these misconceptions, and consider how they have been perpetuated in media and literature. This awareness will enable you to avoid repeating harmful tropes and instead create characters who reflect the true diversity of human experience. Develop characters with rich backstories, motivations, and internal conflicts. Allow them to grow and change over the course of your narrative, showing how their interactions with taboos influence their personal journeys. By giving your characters depth, you can highlight the individuality and complexity that stereotypes often overlook. For example, if exploring a taboo related to BDSM, avoid the cliched portrayal of one-dimensional dominance or submission. Instead, delve into the psychological and emotional aspects of these roles. Show how characters navigate consent, communication, and trust, and how their experiences within the BDSM community impact their relationships and self-perception. Similarly, when writing about non-normative sexualities, challenge the stereotypes that paint these identities as deviant or abnormal. Create characters who are fully realized individuals with aspirations, flaws, and a range of emotions. Show their sexuality as one aspect of their identity, not the defining feature. Engage with real-life experiences and voices from the communities you are writing about. This can provide invaluable insights and help you create authentic and respectful portrayals. Avoid tokenism by ensuring that your characters are integral to the story and that their experiences are explored with the same depth and respect as any other character. Incorporate multiple perspectives to enrich your narrative. Characters who hold differing views on the taboo can add layers to the story, illustrating the complexity of societal attitudes and personal beliefs. This approach can also prompt readers to reflect on their own perspectives and question their assumptions. By presenting nuanced and multidimensional characters, you not only challenge stereotypes, but also contribute to a more inclusive and empathetic literary landscape. Your stories can become a powerful tool for fostering understanding and breaking down the barriers that taboos often create. This commitment to depth and authenticity will resonate with readers, providing them with a richer and more meaningful experience. Be clear about your intent in exploring a particular taboo. Are you aiming to titillate, provoke thought, or shed light on an underrepresented aspect of human sexuality? Understanding your purpose will guide your storytelling choices and ensure that your narrative is coherent and impactful. First, consider the emotional and intellectual response you wish to evoke in your readers. If your primary goal is to titillate, focus on crafting scenes that are sensually engaging, using vivid and evocative language to draw readers into the erotic experience. Pay attention to pacing and buildup, ensuring that the tension and anticipation are palpable. Your characters' interactions should be charged with desire and excitement, creating an immersive and stimulating experience for the reader. If your aim is to provoke thought, consider how you can use the taboo to challenge societal norms and stimulate critical reflection. This might involve presenting scenarios that question conventional ideas about morality, relationships, or identity. Develop your characters and plot in ways that highlight the complexities and contradictions inherent in these taboos. Encourage readers to see the world from different perspectives, fostering empathy and a deeper understanding of diverse human experiences. For those aiming to shed light on an underrepresented aspect of human sexuality, thorough research and authentic representation are key. Strive to portray your chosen taboo with accuracy and sensitivity, avoiding stereotypes and cliches. Your intent should be to educate and broaden your readers' horizons, offering them a glimpse into experiences that they may not be familiar with. This approach can be particularly powerful in normalizing diverse expressions of sexuality and promoting greater acceptance and inclusivity. Understanding your purpose will also help you navigate the ethical considerations involved in writing about taboos. It will inform how you approach sensitive topics, ensuring that you do so with respect and care. For instance, if exploring a taboo that involves power dynamics such as BDSM, make sure to emphasize the importance of consent and mutual respect. If addressing non-normative sexualities, highlight the individuality and humanity of your characters, rather than reducing them to their sexual preferences. Being clear about your intent allows you to communicate effectively with your readers. Whether through prefaces, author's notes, or content warnings, you can provide context for your choices and prepare readers for the themes they will encounter. This transparency can build trust and enhance the reading experience, as readers will have a better understanding of your goals and approach. Clarity of intent is essential when exploring taboos in erotic literature. It shapes your storytelling choices, ensures ethical representation, and enhances the impact of your narrative. By knowing whether you aim to titillate, provoke thought, or shed light on underrepresented aspects of human sexuality, you can craft stories that are engaging, meaningful, and respectful, contributing to a richer and more nuanced literary landscape. Characters are the heart of any story. They are the vessels through which readers experience the world you've created, and their journeys are what make narratives resonate on an emotional level. When exploring taboos, it is especially crucial to develop characters with depth, motivations, and vulnerabilities. This will not only make their experiences and interactions more compelling and believable, but also allow readers to connect with them on a deeper level. Start by giving your characters rich backstories that explain their relationship to the taboo in question. Consider their upbringing, cultural background, personal experiences, and psychological makeup. What led them to be interested in or affected by this particular taboo? How have their past experiences shaped their current attitudes and behaviors? These elements will provide a foundation for their actions and decisions, making them more relatable and three-dimensional. Next, delve into your characters' motivations. What drives them? What are their desires, fears, and aspirations? Understanding what your characters want and why they want it will help you create authentic and dynamic interactions. When a character's pursuit of their desires intersects with the taboo, the resulting tension and conflict can be incredibly engaging. For instance, a character struggling with societal expectations versus their own sexual identity can create a rich narrative landscape filled with internal and external conflicts. Vulnerabilities are equally important in crafting believable characters. These are the aspects of your characters that make them human and relatable. They could stem from insecurities, past traumas, or personal flaws. By showing your characters' vulnerabilities, you invite readers to empathize with them and root for their growth and development. Vulnerable moments can also serve as pivotal points in your story, where characters confront their fears and challenge the taboos that confine them. Incorporate moments of introspection where characters reflect on their experiences and the taboos they are navigating. These reflections can reveal their inner turmoil, moral dilemmas, and evolving perspectives. Adding layers to their characterization. Use dialogue to convey their thoughts and emotions, allowing readers to see the world through their eyes. Authentic, well-crafted dialogue can reveal much about a character's personality and relationship with the taboo, making their journey more compelling. Ensure that your characters are not static. Allow them to grow and change in response to the events of the story. This evolution can be gradual or dramatic, but it should feel organic and earned. As characters confront and engage with taboos, their transformations can highlight the complexities and nuances of human experience. This growth will make their arcs satisfying and memorable, leaving a lasting impact on readers. For example, a character who begins with a rigid, conventional view of sexuality might, through their interactions and personal discoveries, come to embrace a more open and accepting perspective. This transformation can serve as a powerful narrative thread, illustrating the breaking down of prejudices and the expansion of personal horizons. Characters are the heart of any story, and when exploring taboos, it is essential to develop them with depth, motivations, and vulnerabilities. By doing so, you create a rich tapestry of human experience that is both compelling and believable. Your characters' journeys will not only drive the narrative, but also resonate deeply with readers, offering them a profound exploration of the taboos that shape our world. Erotic literature thrives on anticipation and tension. These elements are the lifeblood of the genre, creating a captivating dance between desire and fulfillment that keeps readers eagerly turning the pages. To achieve this, it is crucial to introduce the taboo gradually, allowing readers to become deeply invested in the characters and their journey. This slow buildup not only heightens the emotional and erotic impact, but also ensures that the exploration of the taboo feels natural and integral to the story. Start by establishing a strong foundation for your characters and their relationships. Spend time developing their personalities, backgrounds, and the dynamics between them. By creating a rich and immersive context, you give readers a reason to care about the characters and their desires. As readers become emotionally attached to your characters, they will be more receptive to the unfolding taboo and its implications. Introduce hints and subtle clues about the taboo early in the story. These can be fleeting thoughts, casual conversations, or minor incidents that foreshadow what is to come. These initial glimpses should be intriguing, but not overwhelming, sparking curiosity and setting the stage for deeper exploration. This approach piques the reader's interest and builds a sense of anticipation without revealing too much too soon. As the narrative progresses, gradually increase the intensity of the taboo elements. Allow the characters to explore their desires in small, incremental steps. Each step should bring them closer to the heart of the taboo while simultaneously deepening their emotional connection. This methodical approach creates a compelling interplay between tension and release, keeping readers engaged and invested in the character's journey. Use sensory details and evocative language to enhance the buildup. Describe the physical sensations, emotions, and internal conflicts that the characters experience as they navigate the taboo. This immersive writing style draws readers into the story, making them feel the characters' desires and apprehensions firsthand. The more vividly you can depict these moments, the more powerful the anticipation and tension will be. Incorporate moments of hesitation and self-reflection for your characters. These moments add depth to their journey and highlight the internal struggles they face as they confront the taboo. By showing the characters grappling with their desires, you create a sense of realism and relatability that resonates with readers. These introspective scenes also serve to heighten the anticipation as they delay gratification and build suspense. Balance the gradual introduction of the taboo with a well-paced plot. Ensure that the story continues to move forward, with each development bringing the characters closer to the climax. Avoid rushing the buildup or resorting to abrupt shifts, as this can undermine the emotional and erotic impact. Instead, maintain a steady, deliberate pace that allows the tension to simmer and grow organically. As the taboo reaches its peak, ensure that the emotional and erotic payoff is satisfying and meaningful. The culmination of the character's journey should feel earned, with a resolution that honors the buildup and delivers on the promises made throughout the story. This climax should not only provide a release of tension, but also offer deeper insights into the characters and their relationships. Erotic literature thrives on anticipation and tension. By introducing the taboo gradually and allowing readers to become invested in the characters and their journey, you can enhance the emotional and erotic impact of your story. This slow buildup creates a rich and immersive experience that captivates readers and leaves a lasting impression. Through careful pacing, vivid descriptions, and deep character development, you can craft a narrative that explores taboos in a way that is both compelling and profoundly satisfying. Sensory details are crucial in erotic literature. They are the threads that weave the fabric of your story, creating a tapestry rich with texture, color, and emotion. By engaging the senses, you can transport readers into the world you've created, allowing them to experience the story as if they were a part of it. Use vivid and evocative language to describe physical sensations, emotions, and settings. This helps readers immerse themselves in the story and feel the characters' experiences on a visceral level. When describing physical sensations, go beyond the basic actions and delve into the intricacies of touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound. Instead of simply stating that a character is kissing another, describe the warmth of their breath, the softness of their lips, the taste of their mouth, and the way their bodies react to each other. Paint a picture with your words, capturing the nuances of each moment. For instance, you might write about the way a character's skin tingles under the lightest touch or the shiver that runs down their spine at a whispered word. These details make the scenes more vivid and impactful, pulling the reader into the character's intimate world. Emotions are equally important in erotic literature. Physical acts gain significance when they are imbued with the character's feelings and thoughts. Explore the emotional landscape of your characters as they navigate their desires and boundaries. Describe their internal conflicts, their moments of vulnerability, and the intensity of their longing. By doing so, you create a connection between the reader and the characters, making the erotic encounters more meaningful and engaging. For example, instead of merely describing a character's arousal, delve into the anticipation, the racing heartbeat, the mix of excitement and nervousness, and the overwhelming desire that builds within them. Settings play a pivotal role in enhancing the sensual atmosphere of your story. Whether the scene is set in a dimly lit bedroom, a secluded forest, or a bustling cityscape, the environment can heighten the sensory experience. Use detailed descriptions to create a vivid backdrop that complements the mood and tone of the narrative. Describe the textures of the surroundings, the ambient sounds, the play of light and shadow, and the scents that permeate the air. This not only grounds the reader in the scene, but also adds layers of sensory richness that make the story come alive. For instance, the sound of rustling leaves and the earthy scent of the forest can enhance the intimacy of an outdoor encounter, while the dim glow of candlelight and the soft rustle of silk sheets can intensify the allure of a bedroom setting. To master the art of sensory description, consider practicing with writing exercises that focus on each sense individually. Write a scene where you only describe what the characters see, then rewrite it to focus solely on touch, then taste, and so on. This practice will sharpen your ability to evoke each sense and make your writing more immersive. Additionally, pay attention to sensory details in your own life. Notice the sensations, emotions, and settings that make experiences memorable, and use those observations to inform your writing. Another technique is to layer sensory details throughout the narrative, weaving them into the characters' interactions and the unfolding plot. This creates a continuous sensory experience that keeps readers engaged and connected to the story. For example, as a character enters a room, describe the scent of perfume lingering in the air, the soft hum of music in the background, the plushness of the carpet underfoot, and the way the light filters through sheer curtains. These layered details build a rich sensory tapestry that enhances the reader's immersion. Sensory details are crucial in erotic literature. By using vivid and evocative language to describe physical sensations, emotions, and settings, you can help readers immerse themselves in the story and feel the characters' experiences. This not only makes the narrative more engaging, but also creates a deeper emotional connection between the reader and the characters. Through careful attention to sensory detail, you can craft erotic literature that is both intensely sensual and profoundly impactful, leaving a lasting impression on your readers. While erotic scenes are central to the genre, ensure that they serve the story and character development. Erotic literature isn't just about titillation. It is a means to explore the depths of human emotion, intimacy, and connection. Each erotic scene should have a purpose beyond the physical act, whether it's to reveal character traits, advance the plot, or deepen the emotional bond between characters. Balance explicit content with plot progression and emotional arcs to create a well-rounded narrative that resonates with readers on multiple levels. First, consider how the erotic scenes fit into the broader context of your story. They should not feel gratuitous or disconnected from the narrative, but rather integral to the characters' journeys. For instance, a love scene between two characters might mark a turning point in their relationship, illustrating a moment of vulnerability, trust, or conflict. Use these scenes to reveal hidden aspects of your characters' personalities, desires, and motivations. A character who is typically reserved might show a different side of themselves in an intimate moment, providing insight into their deeper fears and aspirations. Next, think about pacing. Erotic scenes should be woven seamlessly into the narrative, maintaining a rhythm that keeps readers engaged without overwhelming them with constant explicit content. Too many back-to-back erotic scenes can desensitize the reader and detract from the emotional impact. Instead, intersperse them with scenes that build tension, develop the plot, and explore character dynamics. This ebb and flow of intensity will make the erotic moments more impactful and memorable. Emotional arcs are critical in creating a narrative that resonates. Each erotic encounter should contribute to the character's emotional development, reflecting their growth and changes over time. This can be achieved by showing how their attitudes towards intimacy evolve, how they overcome personal insecurities, or how they learn to communicate and connect on a deeper level. For example, a character who starts off with a casual approach to relationships might, through a series of intimate encounters, realize their desire for a deeper, more meaningful connection. Dialogue and internal monologues during erotic scenes can add layers of depth and complexity. Use these tools to explore characters' thoughts and feelings, highlighting their inner conflicts and desires. This not only enriches the scene, but also allows readers to connect with the characters on an emotional level. By understanding the characters' internal landscapes, readers can empathize with their experiences and see the erotic scenes as part of a larger narrative arc. Additionally, consider the aftermath of erotic scenes. How do the characters feel and behave afterwards? How do these moments affect their relationships and decisions moving forward? Addressing the consequences and emotional fallout of intimate encounters adds realism and depth to your story. It shows that these moments have weight and significance, influencing the characters' paths in meaningful ways. A well-rounded narrative also means paying attention to the diversity of experiences and perspectives. Erotic literature should reflect a vast array of human sexuality, encompassing different orientations, identities, and preferences. By including diverse characters and experiences, you can create a richer, more inclusive narrative that speaks to a wider audience. Finally, remember that less can sometimes be more. Suggestion and subtlety can be powerful tools in erotic literature. Allowing readers to fill in the blanks with their imagination can create a more personal and engaging experience. Balance explicit description with moments of implied intimacy, using sensory details and emotional cues to evoke the desired effect without being overly graphic. While erotic scenes are central to the genre, ensuring they serve the story and character development is essential. By balancing explicit content with plot progression and emotional arcs, you can create a well-rounded narrative that is both deeply engaging and profoundly resonant. This approach not only enhances the erotic impact of your scenes, but also enriches the overall storytelling, making your work memorable and meaningful to readers. Through careful integration of erotic elements with character and plot development, you can craft stories that are as emotionally compelling as they are sensually captivating. Creating a detailed character profile for your protagonist is essential in understanding their motivations, desires, and boundaries. This process involves delving into their sexual desires, personal boundaries, and taboos they are curious about. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you create a comprehensive character profile. 1. Basic information. Name. What is your protagonist's name? Does their name have any significance or meaning? Age. How old are they? How does their age influence their experiences and perspectives on sexuality? Appearance. Describe their physical appearance. How do they present themselves to the world? How comfortable are they in their own skin? 2. Background and upbringing. Family and childhood. What was their family life like? Did they grow up in a conservative or liberal household? How did their upbringing shape their views on sex and relationships? Cultural and religious influences. What cultural or religious backgrounds do they come from? How have these influences impacted their sexual beliefs and practices? 3. Personality traits. Core traits. What are their key personality traits? Are they introverted or extroverted? Confident or insecure? How do these traits influence their sexual behavior? Strengths and weaknesses. What are their strengths and weaknesses? How do these play out in their intimate relationships? 4. Sexual history and experiences, past relationships. Describe their past relationships. What were their experiences like? How have these relationships influenced their current views on sex and intimacy? First sexual experience. What was their first sexual experience like? How did it shape their attitudes and feelings towards sex? Notable experiences. Highlight any significant sexual experiences that have had a profound impact on them. 5. Sexual desires and fantasies. Desires. What are their sexual desires? What turns them on? How do they express these desires? Fantasies. What are their deepest sexual fantasies? How do they feel about these fantasies? Are they comfortable exploring them, or do they feel conflicted? Curiosities. Are there any taboos or kinks they are curious about but have not yet explored? How do they feel about these curiosities? 6. Boundaries and limits. Personal boundaries. What are their personal boundaries when it comes to sex? What are they absolutely not comfortable with? Consent. How do they communicate and ensure consent in their sexual interactions? How important is consent to them? Emotional boundaries. What are their emotional boundaries? How do they protect their emotional well-being in intimate relationships? 7. Current situation. Current relationship status. Are they currently in a relationship? If so, describe the dynamics of this relationship. If not, how do they feel about being single? Current challenges. What sexual or emotional challenges are they currently facing? How are they dealing with these challenges? Goals and aspirations. What are their goals and aspirations regarding their sexual life? How do they plan to achieve them? 8. Psychological and emotional landscape. Fears and insecurities. What are their biggest fears and insecurities related to sex and intimacy? How do these fears affect their behavior? Emotional needs. What are their emotional needs in a sexual relationship? How do they seek to fulfill these needs? Self-perception. How do they perceive themselves sexually? Are they confident or do they struggle with self-doubt? 9. Influence of societal norms. Societal expectations. How do societal norms and expectations influence their sexual behavior and attitudes? Do they conform to or rebel against these norms? Taboo engagement. How willing are they to engage with societal taboos? What motivates them to explore or avoid these taboos? 10. Future aspirations, growth and development. How do they hope to grow and develop sexually and emotionally in the future? What steps are they taking to achieve this growth? Long-term desires. What are their long-term desires and goals in their intimate relationships? How do they envision their future? By thoroughly exploring these aspects of your protagonist's character, you can create a rich, multidimensional profile that will guide their actions and interactions throughout your story. This depth of understanding will enable you to write more authentic and engaging narratives, as readers will be able to connect with your characters on a deeper level. The more detailed and nuanced your character profile, the more compelling and believable your story will be. Choosing a taboo topic and writing a short scene that introduces this theme can be a powerful exercise in both creative exploration and narrative skill. This exercise will help you to understand the delicate balance required to handle sensitive topics with care, while also building tension and intrigue. Here's a detailed guide to help you through the process. Choosing the taboo topic. Start by researching various taboo topics to understand their cultural, psychological, and societal implications. Some examples include age gap relationships, BDSM, polyamory, or non-normative sexualities. Personal comfort. Choose a topic that you feel comfortable exploring and have a genuine interest in. Your comfort and interest in the subject will help you write more authentically and respectfully. 2. Understanding the context. Cultural sensitivity. Be aware of the cultural and societal context surrounding your chosen taboo. This will help you handle the topic with the necessary sensitivity and respect. Character backgrounds. Consider how the taboo topic fits into your characters' backgrounds and lives. What led them to this point? How does this taboo impact their relationships and personal growth? Creating a scene outline. Setting. Decide where and when the scene will take place. The setting should complement the theme and contribute to the overall atmosphere. Characters. Identify the characters involved in the scene. Understand their motivations, desires, and boundaries related to the taboo topic. Conflict. Introduce a conflict or tension that revolves around the taboo. This could be internal, within a character, or external, between characters. 4. Writing the scene. Start with subtle hints. Begin by dropping subtle hints about the taboo topic. This could be through dialogue, internal monologue, or descriptive details. Build tension gradually. Slowly increase the tension by revealing more about the character's desires and conflicts. Use sensory details and evocative language to create a vivid and immersive experience. Show emotional impact. Highlight the emotional and psychological impact of the taboo on the characters. Show how it influences their thoughts, actions, and relationships. Maintain respect and sensitivity. Ensure that you handle the topic with care, avoiding stereotypes and gratuitous content. Respect the characters' boundaries and the complexity of their experiences. 5. Editing and refining. Feedback. Share your scene with trusted peers or mentors to get feedback on its sensitivity and impact. Be open to constructive criticism and willing to make adjustments. Refinement. Revise the scene to enhance its emotional depth, tension, and authenticity. Pay attention to pacing, dialogue, and descriptive details. Example scene outline and writing. Taboo topic, age gap relationship. Scene outline. Setting, a quiet, dimly lit cafe on a rainy evening. Characters. Emma, a 45-year-old successful businesswoman, and Liam, a 25-year-old aspiring artist. Conflict. Emma struggles with societal judgment and her own insecurities about their age difference, while Liam tries to reassure her of his genuine feelings. Writing the scene. Emma stared at the raindrops trickling down the window pane, her fingers wrapped around the warmth of her coffee cup. The cafe was a sanctuary, a place where she and Liam could meet without the prying eyes of the world. She glanced at him across the table, his youthful face illuminated by the soft glow of the candlelight. Liam reached out, gently placing his hand over hers. "You're quiet tonight," he said, his voice a soothing balm to her restless thoughts. Emma sighed, her eyes meeting his. "It's just this," she gestured between them. "Sometimes it feels like everyone's watching, judging." He squeezed her hand, his touch firm yet tender. "Let them watch. They don't know us, Emma. They don't understand what we have. Her heart ached at the sincerity in his eyes. But do you? Do you really understand what you're getting into with me? Liam leaned forward, his gaze unwavering. I know exactly what I'm getting into. I'm not some naive kid, Emma. I'm here because I want to be with you. She wanted to believe him, to let his words wash away her doubts. But years of societal conditioning and her own insecurities were hard to shake off. People talk, Liam. They see us together and they assume the worst. They think I'm using you, or that you're just with me for, I don't know. He shook his head, frustration flickering in his eyes. I don't care what people think. I care about you, about us. He took a deep breath, his voice softening. I love you, Emma. Isn't that enough? Emma felt a tear escape and quickly brushed it away. She squeezed his hand back, a small smile playing on her lips. I love you too, Liam. I just need to learn how to silence those voices in my head. Liam smiled, his eyes lighting up with hope. We'll figure it out together, one step at a time. The rain continued to fall outside, but inside the cafe, a sense of warmth and possibility began to bloom between them. This scene introduces the taboo of an age gap relationship with subtle hints and gradual tension. It explores the characters' internal conflicts and emotional journeys while maintaining respect and sensitivity towards their experiences. By following these steps, you can create a powerful and engaging narrative that thoughtfully handles taboo topics. Practice writing descriptions that engage all five senses. Describe a character's experience in a way that evokes sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. This exercise will enhance your ability to create immersive and erotic scenes. A story about a consensual BDSM relationship can explore the complexities of power, control, and trust. Through the lens of dominance and submission, writers can delve into themes of vulnerability, empowerment, and emotional connection. Writing about characters who identify as asexual, pansexual, or genderqueer can significantly challenge traditional narratives of sexuality. These stories provide a platform to highlight the diversity of sexual experiences and underscore the importance of self-discovery and acceptance. By focusing on characters whose sexual identities deviate from the conventional, writers can offer a richer, more inclusive portrayal of human experience, shedding light on often underrepresented communities. Asexual characters, for instance, present an opportunity to explore the nuances of intimacy and connection beyond sexual attraction. A story centered on an asexual protagonist can delve into the various ways they form deep, meaningful relationships, emphasizing emotional and intellectual bonds over physical ones. This narrative can address misconceptions about asexuality, illustrating that asexual individuals can still experience love, companionship, and profound connection. It also allows for the exploration of how an asexual character navigates a world that often prioritizes sexual relationships, highlighting their journey towards self-acceptance and the creation of a fulfilling life on their terms. Pansexual characters, who are attracted to individuals regardless of their gender, provide a lens through which to examine the fluidity of attraction and love. Stories featuring pansexual protagonists can challenge the binary understanding of sexuality, showcasing the spectrum of human attraction. These narratives can explore the characters' interactions and relationships with people of various genders, emphasizing the importance of personality, connection, and emotional compatibility over gender. Through these stories, writers can promote a more inclusive understanding of love and attraction, advocating for acceptance and appreciation of all forms of human connection. Genderqueer characters, who do not conform to traditional gender norms, offer a rich avenue for exploring identity and self-expression. A narrative focusing on a genderqueer protagonist can delve into their journey of understanding and embracing their gender identity. This can include their experiences with societal expectations, the challenges of coming out, and the joy and liberation that come with living authentically. Such stories can highlight the diversity within the genderqueer community, portraying a range of experiences and expressions that defy conventional gender binaries. By doing so, these narratives can foster greater empathy and awareness, encouraging readers to appreciate the complexities of gender identity. Additionally, these stories can address the intersectionality of identity, exploring how factors such as race, culture, and socioeconomic status influence the experiences of asexual, pansexual, and genderqueer individuals. For example, a genderqueer character of color might face unique challenges related to their cultural background and family expectations, adding depth and complexity to their narrative. Similarly, a pansexual character navigating a conservative community might encounter specific hurdles that shape their journey of self-discovery and acceptance. Including diverse sexual identities in literature also provides representation for readers who identify with these experiences. Seeing characters who reflect their own identities can be empowering and validating, offering a sense of belonging and visibility. For those who do not share these identities, these stories can serve as an educational tool, promoting understanding and empathy by providing insight into different ways of experiencing and expressing love and identity. Writing about characters who identify as asexual, pansexual, or genderqueer can profoundly challenge traditional narratives of sexuality. These stories not only highlight the diversity of sexual experiences, but also emphasize the importance of self-discovery and acceptance. By offering nuanced, inclusive portrayals of these identities, writers can contribute to a more understanding and empathetic society, fostering a greater appreciation for the rich tapestry of human experience. Through their narratives, they can provide representation, promote empathy, and celebrate the full spectrum of sexual and gender identities. Exploring relationships that defy societal norms, such as age gap romances or polyamorous arrangements, can provide a rich ground for examining love, desire, and societal expectations. These unconventional relationships challenge the traditional frameworks within which love and partnerships are often understood, offering fresh perspectives and deeper insights into the complexities of human connection. Age gap romances, where there is a significant difference in age between partners, can reveal the ways in which love and attraction transcend societal expectations. These relationships may face unique challenges, such as differing life stages, cultural expectations, and external judgments. By delving into the dynamics of an age gap romance, writers can explore themes of maturity, power dynamics, and the passage of time. They can highlight how such relationships navigate the intersection of generational perspectives and experiences, and how the partners find common ground and mutual respect despite, or perhaps because of, their age difference. This can also provide a platform to discuss the broader implications of ageism and the societal tendency to value relationships based on superficial criteria rather than the depth of emotional connection and compatibility. Polyamorous arrangements, where individuals engage in multiple consensual romantic or sexual relationships simultaneously, offer another rich terrain for narrative exploration. Polyamory challenges the traditional notion of monogamy as the default or ideal relationship structure, opening up discussions about the nature of love, fidelity, and commitment. Through the lens of polyamory, writers can explore the intricacies of communication, jealousy, and the diverse ways in which people can experience and express love. These stories can emphasize the importance of honesty, consent, and emotional intelligence, showing how polyamorous relationships require a high degree of transparency and mutual respect. By portraying polyamory in a nuanced and empathetic manner, writers can dispel myths and misconceptions, offering a more inclusive view of what healthy, fulfilling relationships can look like. Exploring these unconventional relationships allows for a critique of societal norms and expectations regarding love and partnerships. It invites readers to question why certain types of relationships are privileged over others, and to consider the arbitrary nature of many social conventions. This critical examination can lead to a broader understanding of human relationships, fostering greater acceptance and appreciation for diversity in how people connect and build their lives together. Age gap romances and polyamorous arrangements also provide fertile ground for character development and plot progression. Characters in these relationships often face external pressures and internal conflicts that can drive the narrative forward. For example, an age gap couple might struggle with societal disapproval or family opposition, which tests their commitment and resilience. Similarly, individuals in a polyamorous relationship might navigate complex emotional landscapes as they balance their needs and desires with those of multiple partners. These relationships can serve as a backdrop for exploring broader societal issues. For instance, an age gap romance might intersect with discussions about career ambitions, retirement, or the generational impact of historical events. A polyamorous arrangement could highlight themes of gender equality, sexual freedom, and the evolving nature of family structures. By situating these relationships within a larger social context, writers can create stories that are both deeply personal and socially relevant. Furthermore, representing age gap romances and polyamorous arrangements in literature can provide validation and visibility for those who live these realities. Readers who identify with these experiences can find comfort and affirmation in seeing their relationships portrayed with empathy and respect. For others, these stories offer an opportunity to expand their understanding and challenge their assumptions about love and relationships. Exploring relationships that defy societal norms, such as age gap romances or polyamorous arrangements, can provide a rich ground for examining love, desire, and societal expectations. These narratives challenge traditional frameworks and offer fresh perspectives on the complexities of human connection. By delving into the unique dynamics of these relationships, writers can create compelling stories that foster empathy, understanding, and acceptance, contributing to a more inclusive and nuanced portrayal of love and relationships in literature. Pushing boundaries and exploring taboos in erotic literature can lead to stories that are not only erotically charged, but also deeply meaningful and thought-provoking. By approaching these themes with sensitivity, respect, and creativity, writers can create narratives that challenge societal norms, evoke strong emotions, and expand readers' understanding of human sexuality. Through complex characters, gradual tension building, vivid descriptions, and a balance between eroticism and storytelling, you can craft boundary-pushing erotic literature that resonates with readers on multiple levels. Embrace the power of taboo to ignite curiosity, provoke thought, and celebrate the diverse landscape of human desire. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into exploring taboos in erotic literature. If you found this video insightful, please hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all my future content. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are passionate about romance and erotica. I'd love to hear your thoughts and any questions you might have, so leave a comment down below. Let's start a conversation. And if you're looking for more steamy and thought-provoking reads, check out my latest ebook on Amazon Kindle. The link is in the description. Until next time.